don't do this. You imagine a whole entire grown adult me now. At 30-something years old, some girl is going to come into my life after I've made something of myself and tell me, no, you mustn't do this,
But Tommy,
you do this. Imagine who are you?
Like
you
you
come to me,
is married to
wait,
she.
keep
Yeah.
quiet, keep quiet.
Okay,
let me
finish.
Let me keep quiet. Let me tell you something. She came to me because she needed advice with her career.
Needed
You
the
understand
visa.
why? Because I'm an expert. So it's no, she needed advice. Well, who knows? Maybe she also needed a visa, but she needed advice at first. So she came to me because I'm an expert. I'm the best in the business at what I do. She came to me knowing that this guy's a goat. So how are you going to now come into my house and think just because I gave you cows, I sent cows to your home, now you must tell the goat what you must do? No. Get
So
the
when
fuck out of here.
you mix, wait,
She did
as
not
far as
leave.
I'm concerned, you mix
I told her,
business with pleasure. She
what?
came to you for business, and then when you decided to slay her.
She came for business. She came for pleasure. No. Dude, the way she threw herself at me for months and months and months and months and months until I said, you know what, let me just give this girl what she wants.
Oh, but then now she doesn't want to be with you, Chomi. Why is it so difficult for you to make peace with
If she
that?
doesn't, why is it so difficult for her to go and to go to a divorce lawyer and file papers? If
So
she does
you're
not
saying that you haven't been served with the divorce papers?
She has not even filed. She has not even gone to ask for a lawyer to divorce because she knows that number one, they'll say, why are you divorcing this man? Why did you?
You crazy? That's enough business to divorce someone.
Then we're going to ban you. We're going to ban you for 5 years because you think you can come here and marry South Africans so you can get citizenship. When you'll be banned for 5 years. And who said you must perform on a visitor's visa? Because you're not allowed to be making money on a visitor's visa. You're supposed to be here for 90 days. Go to Cape Town, take pictures at the beach, and then go back home to Zimbabwe. If you're not doing that, then you are breaking the law because that's not why you get 90 days to be a visitor.
So are you saying that Berita is using you basically and your citizenship to make a coin?
Of course. Not just citizenship. My influence, the fact that I've got a career.
What career? What career? What is your career? Show me, what is your career?
My career is that I'm an
executive way.
At my own company. Google my company. Google Entertainment. You'll see.
Like because of question,
I let the work speak for itself. I don't speak. But
because I got it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not a dumb person.
But then
I'm not a dumb person. I'm not a dumb person. I'm not a dumb person. I'm a person who gives people business advice and help. I mean, I've never asked. Mentally fit to be a mother. Your behavior shows that.
But everyone is saying you are not mentally fit. How could you say that to she when everybody's saying that you're the crazy one?
It's fine. I'm the crazy one, but I'm the breadwinner at the same time. I'm the crazy one. The crazy one is the breadwinner at the same time. How?
But we see her performing at that visiting visa, but we don't see you do anything.
Forget. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, forget me being the crazy one. I need to. They sent me to a mental institution. They did.
Where you should
be. They sent me there. In Air Force. Yeah, and then the mental institution doctor says, no, this person does not belong here. They tested me, they checked me. So Nina, who wanted me to go to a mental institution, I went there. What more do you want?
To go back again for second opinion.
What more?
Second opinion, go back.
I went for a second opinion. I had 4 different opinions, and I paid for them with my own medical aid. 30,000 rands came off my server. And that medical age is still. Hold on, wait. Yeah, she says she goes to therapy. No, it's not. It's not about that because Musa, you would know. You're not a girl.
Who said I'm not a girl?
Who
said I'm not a girl? Who said I'm not a girl? What if I'm noni? Please get that shit. Yeah, but I am noni. I could say I'm transgender. I saw it. Back.
Ufuna le tender ye transgender. Ngiyambona no Julius Malema he wants the transgender tender. He was marking for transgender. Ufuna ama tender with transgender. So I said, no, if you have kids, you're going to be a mother. The promoters are not going to want you. The promoters want you because they want to see if they can stand a chance. If you've got kids, they know they don't stand a chance.
Wait, listen.
Who likes Beyonce? People who likes Rihanna now? Rihanna's got
fucking
no
listen.
Rihanna anymore.
Fucking listen.
They've moved on.
I'm saying that in the past, that the standard that if you need to be a star and whatnot, you couldn't have children, you need to be like, that's what Beyonce was. You needed to be perfect and whatnot. And now that changed.
You need to be under 30. You need to be in your 20s. My wife is 31. She's turning 32 this year. You cannot be a pop star in your 30s. Mihlali
is not a pop star. She's a whore.
So after certain,
I don't shit what she is. Exactly. But she's a whore and her mom is wrong.
That's what I'm trying to say. But that's true. But you won't be desirable after the age of 30. Men are not going to desire you after the age of 30. So having kids, right, while you're still building up your career to a point where what I told her is the truth. If she hasn't built up her career to a point where she can say and do whatever she likes, then she hasn't done the work. She needs to do more work. That's what I was telling her. I was saying, you need to do more work. You can't be having kids because you haven't done the work.
She also on the YouTube. How much work do you wanted to do? She's already on the YouTube, putting stuff on the YouTube for us to watch. What else do you want it to do?
No, what I'm trying to say is that you need to get to a point where your career is secure, where you become a legend. You know Angelique Kidjo? Do you know Angelique Kidjo? You need to get to the Angelique Kidjo level. Angelique Kidjo has got kids. She's married to a billionaire. She's done all of those things. That's when you then can have kids and have a family and all that stuff. But until you secure
that's the old standard of stardom. In the past, it used to work, and now it does not work.
It's not. That's why it does work. That's why the promoters, they book Mahu instead of Msaki. Msaki can sing, Msaki can play instruments, but the promoters would rather book Mahu. Why do they want to book Mahu? Because Mahu doesn't have kids like Msaki.
Chomi uto ino kwamele she has files. Put ino in.
I'm trying to, but it's not working. I need to remove you. Let me remove you from the live video. And
all right, no, that's fine.
Let me remove her. Now I've removed her. I can't see the request. If my signal is bad, I'm using Wi-Fi, but I don't have a SIM card here yet. our contracts, and then we give our wives the old phone. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Next time I upgrade my contract, I'm going to give her the new phone, and then I'm going to keep this one.
Why do you keep calling her your wife when she's making it clear that she doesn't want to be with you? Like, she says it online. She says it to everybody. Maybe you're not listening. She doesn't want to be with you. Can't you just leave her alone? That poor Zimbabwean girl.
She's never said that. She imagine and ruin her life forever so that she must be banned from this country. Imagine. Anyone that calls me a liar is getting blocked now because when I've got no reason to lie,
but don't block people because everybody has an opinion. You have your opinions, then you can't be blocking people.
No, but that's different. I can.
I'm just
do whatever.
saying that it's childish to do that because you have a big mouth. You can't be blocking people.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. They must book a flight to come to New York and shut me up. Shut my big mouth up. Come to New York. From my cousin because my cousin works at the auction place, the car auction place. So I paid them a nice 5,000 deposit. They held on to a Figo for her so that she didn't have to bid, and they gave her a Figo for like I think 50,000. She got it for like 55,000 in total, and then she gave it to her assistant.
The gay one, the gay one,
boy, Eric. And then guess what he did? He drove to Jeffy's town, and then there were people protesting, and then he ran out of the car and left it there, left the keys,
So what do you have against GP? Because GP gumnandi kuse hostel. Why do you hate GP so much? Because gumnandi GP must see my good right.
It's xenophobic. Gumnandi mara it's xenophobic. You know that it's not safe.
It's not safe for who?
It's not safe
for Berita.
For my wife to be there. It's not safe for anyone who's.
Driver in with 55,000. I'm sure about fan say in 20. About say cheap about in what ships on.
I say buy taxi food. Buy taxi. Let me tell you something. I went to visit her twice, and she used to park the car outside. The first time I went to visit her, she said, "Oh no, I think something's wrong with my battery." When I get there, they've stolen the battery. Let me finish the story. This is Richard's thing in JP Town. They stole the battery, né? And then I call my AA and to bring her a battery, and then I pay for it. The second time, the same thing happens. They steal the battery, and then she looks at me, and I'm like, "How you expecting this?" She wasn't even my wife at that point in time. She's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't think I'd need to buy myself." She's like, "So you want me to buy you another battery? I've already bought you a battery that was 1,700. Now this is 3,400 rand that I'm spending on this battery." Yeah.
How can a battery cost more than the car installment? Like, kanjani?
We bought the car cash, being an installment, but a car battery is like 1,700. Okay. It is, and if you call it and they deliver it, yeah, it's very expensive.
Yo.
Imagine. And then she crashed my Viano into my seat last in the parking lot. When they ask her about it on Podcast and Chill, she doesn't want to tell the story. Why don't you tell them that you crashed the Viano into
your seat? License. Since I'm a South African, a license or nayo or akanayo.
She's got a driving permit because she can't renew her license. She had a license and then they didn't want to renew it for some reason.
I mean, she's already South African. She's married to you, Mos, so she should be able to be Berita Baloy or Kuku Baloy or something.
The process does not work like that. The process does not work like that. So, I can't add because I don't know
Yeah,
what's going
Tommy,
on.
put
It's not showing
in.
me
She has some
that
files.
request.
She said she want to talk.
I can't see her.
Maybe she left. Uspe Ula, Spe is our friend. Spe, please tell Ino to come through. Tell me, what do you think of the new song? Because the song is about your failed marriage and whatever. That's what she said, by the way.
Look, when I expect you to be spicy with everything.
I'm not spicy. She said that. She said she wrote that song because she was going through all of them emotions, and she's like real sad.
It's a terrible song. It's a terrible song. She doesn't seem like she's sad. She seems like she's having a manic episode. She seems like she needs to use that. I got Discovery sent me a message, said they've got a new medical
for
aid
crazy
card.
People.
I'm sure they sent her the new medical aid card. She must use that medical aid card and go and see a proper psychologist, one that charges at least 1,400 to 1,800 per session, not this one that she's been going to Mahala. This one that doesn't charge her.
Toby, you're lying. Why is she going on free counselors when she's on your medical aid?
Because that's exactly my point. Because those counselors don't want her to see a proper person. They want to control her. They want to convince her of stupid things.
And you think the song is shit? Because I think the song is shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, friend. Because of my emotions, I'm going through all this stuff. Then I listen to this shit. I'm like, it has nothing to do with this shit. Like, you just want to support. You want
her decisions instead of being a fool that goes around listening to what other people say. But why did
you marry each other so quickly? For me, that's always bothered me. Somehow, when I think of you all guys, I'm like, it was quick.
It wasn't quick. It wasn't quick. It's because all the you. So that's where Mihlali is. So I said, no, I don't want a Mihlali. I want a nice, clean girl that hasn't been with other people. Clean, and then
yeah, but Chomangithi Velbeka zoba clean because Upuma from the Zimbabwe, then in Zimbabwe they're busy plowing and hungry. So she would be clean. She was busy plowing while Mihlali was in Cape Town.
No, exactly. She was milking cows in New Zealand.
Huh?
She was milking cows in New Zealand.
Oh, Chambagbuza go to go. Is the Central Park or whatever? Where the hell are you?
I'm on 110th Street.
So mangithi asinama passport thina sizoyenza njani kuphi lapho? Chaza.
110th Street.
Have you seen important people there?
I looked in the mirror.
I futseka angisho wena. Ngibuza abantu.
Not yet. Not yet.
I need to ask you a question.
On your show, on your little.
I don't give a fuck. Please.
It's fine.
I fucking don't give a fuck.
It's fine.
Fine. I even forgot what I even forgot what I wanted to ask you because now you talk too much. No,
I'm sorry.
Please don't apologize. It's fine. Please don't apologize.
I'm here for peace, and you guys all you want is to give me violence. I'm here for peace and soulless. Solid. How do you say soulless? Soulless. How does my wife say it? Soulless. Not solid.
Solid. I'm going to work on the event. I'm going to an event in day one.
I'm here for peace, soulless, and healing.
Tommy, please come back.
I'm here for peace, soulless, and healing. I'll be back in June. My wife's birthday is in June.
Why do you keep on insisting that this bitch is your wife when she's saying that she doesn't want to be your wife anymore?
She's my wife.
By
there's
law.
Nothing she can do about it. She's my wife. There's nothing she can do about it.
But Tommy, how come we've never seen pictures of you guys, whether it was at the Lobola situation or whether it was, because I don't think you guys had a white wedding. I don't know, but there's no reference to that.
We did it on Zoom. There are pictures, and us getting married, we did it at home affairs. My mother reported.
Tell your mom to send me that video, because everybody needs to see this video, because but we don't have reference to in Shakila.
Me and my mom are not talking right now. Me and my mom are not
Why?
talking right now. Me and my mom are not on speaking terms right now. You know how it is, rich kids and their parents, there's always some drama.
I need to pumla bam saving on my paper because when you don't got no job.
So my mom is not speaking to me. She says, "Hey, when you were busy in KO."
Yes.
KO.
Because they saved your mom, like KO saved your mom with them court papers. That's why she's mad. What's happening with that?
I don't know what's going on.
But you're being sued most now.
Hey man, we'll see. He's going to court. They're going to court. My lawyers are going to court next week or something. We'll see. We'll see. The lawyers are going to court. I think there's a court date for next week.
But Tommy, and then everybody's saying that since you don't got no job, but you always sued, where are you getting the money to pay for everybody? Because you were paying some other nigga the other time, and now you're getting sued again.
But I told you. But I told you, it's a lot of money. I paid.
What? Tell me. Nobody knows. But
told you already.
For me, I wasn't satisfied with that answer. Yes, you did tell me. Hence, I'm going back to it.
Inini. I know, but I'm just saying, inini. I got paid.
Goopy. Naturally, one like producing one quest song. Now it's like, you went and became,
I'm serious. That's how just one song. That's all you need. All you need is one song. You must remember that it's the #1 song of all time.
So, but no one is listening to that shit anymore. We're listening to my piano. Please don't lie. We're not. I don't even remember.
But
people don't even have collections anymore. There was a thing of the past.
The Abokoko still Abokoko still have collections and buy a patala every month.
So now don't you feel like you need to do other work because you can't just keep on that? You need to.
I don't need to. No, I don't need to. Mariah Carey must do.
Mariah Carey is still making music and she's a millionaire. If not,
no, she's not making music, but she's making money off of one song.
Yeah, okay, yeah, she is. That is granted. That Christmas shit song.
And Mina, I've got the biggest breakup song in South Africa, the biggest heartbreak song in South African hip hop. So every time someone goes through a heartbreak, they play that song. And
so what song is that? I forgot.
And
I even forgot what's the name of that song. I forgot. I'm not lying.
It's called
Oh, with that Topsy.
You understand? That's the
what's happening
song in
with Topsy's career? Yeah, that's cute. But what's happening?
She did that song. She doesn't need to make another song again. She's fine. She looks like she's struggling.
Well, I don't know, but Herman, I don't know what Herman does. I think, wait. I think, see how you don't do nothing, but Berita is working all the time. I feel like that's what's happening with Topsy and Herman, because what Herman does, what does Herman do?
No, no, trust me. Topsy taught me how to use Instagram. She taught me how to use social media. She knows how to use Instagram to make money. She makes lots of money. Don't worry about it.
Topsy, with the collaborations.
No, with just Instagram alone.
Yo, somebody's gonna make me live this life.
I'm serious.
No, it's my friend that's pressing my phone and it keeps going on the leave, and I'm like, I'm not living this life. Wait, but I wanted to talk about that. I like this question. But I need to. You have that girlfriend that you always with in the car. Who the hell is that bitch?
Which one?
That bitch you dating now.
Which one? Ooh.
That's always in your car. I don't know her name.
I'm not dating anyone. The only friend girl.
Yeah, the only friend. So is she your girlfriend? What's happening with that?
No, she's my mentee. I'm mentoring
what?
her. The same way I mentor you, I
mentor
her.
Me, bitch. Yeah. But you mentor that only friends.
I give you. Yes.
So what are you mentoring her on? To spread her ass?
No, none of that. Actually, she records at my house.
I wanted to come record some shit at your house. Is that studio even real? Because I wanted to come to your damn house and record some shit.
No, and unfortunately, you don't have boobs.
Bitch. Okusolay Berita wabaleka namabele wakhe wakushiya wena akunandaba. Wakushiya Berita wabaleka namabele wakhe manje uzoyenza njani?
Are they the freshest? Are they the freshest? I mean, she's 32 years old. She's got 32-year-old boobies. There's a lot of young, fresh boobies everywhere. Don't know. I mean, I'm not sure.
So you left because amabele wakhe wakudala?
No, I'm just saying. I love all boobies. I love all boobs. I love the small ones. I love the round ones. I love the firm ones. I love those.
But you couldn't keep your wife, like, it's really questionable.
It doesn't matter whether it's questionable. I don't suffer for boobies. Don't worry. I'm not worried. Do I look like a man who's suffering from not having enough boobies? Look at me. Just look at this handsome face.
You crazy, but everyone, you crazy. I can't dab.
So what?
I'm not fucking worried, but that's what everybody is saying. I'm just saying what everybody is saying.
It's fine. They're saying that, but they're broke. At least I'm not broke. At least they're not saying
you still didn't answer where you're making your money. That one song from thing.
But I did. Yes, it's enough. I'm saying that that song makes a lot of money every year. Millions. That song makes millions every year. That one
My
song.
friend is saying you're giving
Yeah.
Grootman vibes.
I'm 33.
You're a scammer.
Who's Grootman?
That scammer man.
Who have you ever heard me saying, yo,
Nobody,
I can help you make
you
money, I can
scammed
help you get
Berita
this.
into
I've never
marrying
advertised.
you. So that is scamming.
No. She scammed me. You must remember, she scammed me. She came to my house. Angimlandanga. Can't say this man hit on me. I didn't do anything. She threw herself at me.
A whole Berita. So do you even understand who Berita is?
Yes.
Or now you're just taking her for granted?
No, I do, but at my level, I mean, who is
She is Berita.
I mean, come on. At my level,
is Berita. She's working so hard for her money. Nobody sees you work for your money. But somehow you always claim that you have more money than she. But she's performing everywhere in the you like all over that bitch life and she don't want to be with you. Which part don't you understand?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not doing anything to her, dude. I'm moving on to my life. You are asking me about her right now. You are the one who's bringing her up. I'm doing my own thing, just in general.
But just like, wait, Tommy, what's the worst thing that could happen if you serve her with the divorce papers and you cut ties with she? Why can't you do that? If she hasn't done it, why don't you do it?
She'll be banned. She'll be banned. Because she'll be banned. Because the reason why I would file is to say fraud. And if I say fraud, that would mean that they would say that she was using me for citizenship and then she'll be banned.
But do you care? Because if the marriage is already over, what happens to she shouldn't be your concern.
I don't want to. No, I love her. I care for her. I don't want her to suffer. You think I'd sacrifice so much? I'd do so much for her if I didn't care for her well-being. I care for her well-being. I protect her. I make sure that medical aid is corner, that everything that she needs is supplied for. Don't worry.
Well, one thing.
Unfortunately, a lot of you. Wait. A lot of you, you guys grew up in households where your father did not love your mother. My mother is a horrible person. You understand what I'm saying? My mother is a horrible person. My mother is there would be times where she would say to my dad, and I used to think to myself, okay, my sister's name is Basan. So I used to think to myself, why does my dad put up with such craziness?
And then you turn and became the crazy one to Berita. Like, what did you learn?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what I learned.
Okay.
Good. So
okay.
me 3 kids. So it doesn't matter that she's crazy, that she's a horrible person or whatever. She's the mother of my children. I'm going to stay with her so that I can teach my sons how to put up with crazy women. So now I married the very same type of crazy woman that my mother is. My wife reminds me of my mother. Sometimes I ask myself, like, my goodness, why am I even married to this person? You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Then
and I've made my
decision. Her with the papers and cut ties with she. Both of you are young.
No,
let it go.
No. We didn't. No, we're not going to listen to your advice. You're not a marriage counselor, number one. And let's ask, how are your parents still together?
I got Ngenapi. No, they're not together.
Exactly.
So what?
Exactly. Mina, my parents are together.
That can't be the ultimatum, because if shit is not working, then you need to let it go.
It's not about that. It's no, you don't need to. When you don't give advice, because when you didn't grow up in a house with both parents.
No, but my mom knew when to let go. That's what you need to do. One thing about she, that bitch was like, this shit not working. She let go. You need to let go.
Your mom was not worth it. Your father did not make himself a better person because your mother was not worth him improving himself. You understand what I'm saying? Mina, my mother, right, was making sure that my father improves himself. He improved himself. He made sure that his kids move from Soweto and then they grow up in
That can't be everything.
You know, they go on holidays.
Moving to fucking can't be everything.
Let me finish. It is because in that let me tell you why. Because the boys that grew up in Elukshin, most of them got sexually abused by older women, by older men. Most of them got beat up. See, there's drugs. There's a whole lot of things that can make you toxic. So my mother was impossible to please. She made sure that my father had to work hard. Every single vacation, every time schools closed, we went on vacation. Even my father did not even come on vacation with us because he was making sure that he can pay for the vacation.
But your mom, but Phumla was not happy.
Wait. My mother thought, Upumla is not happy with anything. There's nothing you can be happy with. Upumla took 1.5 million rand from me from my account because she was not happy. I'd given her
Wait. Why is Phumla stealing money from your account if your dad is rich and has all of this coin? Why does your mom feel like she could steal money from your account?
My dad is not rich. My dad is not rich. My dad was just a hard worker who sacrificed everything. My dad never became rich. He was able to afford everything that my mother wanted. And it got him into a lot of debt, and he had to climb out of a lot of debt. He had to close the hole. Like right now, my dad just finished paying off this money that my mother took. He just finished paying it off now.
Paying you?
Paying you? Yes, he has to pay me back. Yes, because I was like, there's no way. I'm not writing it off. You have to pay me back the money. My wife was even there. My wife was there. We went to my aunt's house. We made her sign an acknowledgement of debt. We want an acknowledgement of debt. And it even had an interest rate. Every month that the money is not paid, the interest rate is 100,000 per month. They ended up having to pay 2.2 million rand, 2.3 million rand now in interest because it took them 23 months.
So that's why you're not talking to your mom, because 1.5 million or 2.3 whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, whatever. My mom, she's my mother. There's nothing she can do about that. She's my mother. She brought me into this world. She must put up with it. She's the one who brought me in. I came out of her vagina.
Everybody feels like you just need,
because she, you know what, she wasn't even able to push me. She had a C-section. I came out of her stomach.
But from everybody is saying,
too scared to give me a proper birth. She took a shortcut.
Saying that
instead of giving me a proper birth like other children. Do you know that it affects? Do you know that it affects a child when they don't go through the proper birth canal, when they don't go through the vagina? A C-section affects the child. It could affect the child in the future. I'm lucky that I survived that C-section. And
amanga wako. Yay, ngoba sizoboshwa ngamanga wako.
You don't have to wash, but that's acknowledgement of debt letter that my aunt signed as a surety on behalf of my parents, because my aunt is rich. My aunt signed that letter on behalf of my parents. It was typed out by my wife. You must ask her. She typed that letter out. She knows it very well.
But now, Tommy, everybody feels like at the crux of this conversation, and you and
I don't care what everybody feels like. Bona, they don't even have 10,000 in their account right now. I don't care what they feel.
But everybody is feeling everybody is feeling sorry for Berita because you're putting her through all of this stuff.
And then what are they gonna do? They're gonna stream the music. They're gonna buy tickets to the shows. And then what are we gonna do? We're gonna laugh all the way.
You're not laughing with her when she's no longer with you. She's gonna be laughing, but you won because you ain't getting shit from this bitch.
So you think?
Well, then you can tell me.
No, that's what you think.
Are you getting shit? Because I've been also thinking about your guys' situation. Is this about the reason that you guys are not separating or not finalizing this divorce, are you guys married in community of property? What is the whole deal with that?
No, we have a prenup.
So then why is it so difficult for you guys to leave each other? If no one is losing assets, why don't you just cut ties and leave each other alone?
No. Prenup doesn't mean you're not losing assets. It's a prenup.
Yeah, explain to me, because I never got married, Moss. So you explain to me.
So the accrual system says that whoever has the most money.
Explain.
Because this person has never signed anything and no one has ever lobolat them, so they must keep their mouth right.
Yeah, angilobolanga, but ngichazele ke khona wena umshado wakho uyaqinisa. So tell me.
Look at me, I'm glowing. So the accrual system says that whoever makes the most money, we take the difference that they make and then we split that in half.
So why is it so difficult for you guys to do that and cut ties? And
because we don't want to. We don't